Hello, the purpose of this video is to walk you through the instructions on filling out the required validation of education form by the ANCC. So you will use the link that I provided, or you can simply Google ANCC Validation of Education Form 2023, and it will bring up this form. Do confirm that is a 2023 version if you look down here. The first thing you'll need to do is download this form, which you'll use this button here. And I'm going to simply name that as example for this purpose. I'm going to stop sharing for a minute and show you what it looks like. Okay, so here's what the form looks like in Adobe. So you should be able to fill this out in Adobe, a free version. Shouldn't be an issue. You'll notice that these boxes are blue. That's important. The next step that you would do once you open the downloaded form, you would hit fill and sign. If you do not hit this, what will happen is you'll fill out your form and you'll save it, but then we will not be able to go in and edit anything. We will not be able to add any information. So it is really crucial that you hit fill and sign. And then you'll go ahead and fill out your last name, first name. If you have a middle initial, you would put it here. If you have another name that you've ever used, you'd put it there. Put your email address and make sure it is a personal email address that you plan to keep for a very long time. I would not recommend putting an email address that's a nursing email address or a work email address, as those do change. And so please make sure you use a personal email address. A couple things to note: that email address must match your application with the ANCC. I do not recommend that you apply for the ANCC until you're probably within the in your last month of school, because there are application expiration dates, and it's 90 days from when you open that application. So I do recommend that you create an ANCC account when you fill out this form. And again, use the email address that you're using on this form, but do not actually apply and pay money for your test until the last month of school. Then you'll put in your address, city, state, and zip code, okay? You can at that point be completely done with this form. If you're just wanting to complete one or the other thing on this form, the only other thing that we would say you can complete is under this degree type, you may put if you're a master's or a postgraduate certificate, master's being the first NP degree you've ever gotten. If you've already gotten an NP degree, let's say as a family nurse practitioner, and now you are getting your psych NP, you could then put a postmaster's certificate. At this point, you would be done with your form. You'd want to then hit save, which is in this corner here. And let's just keep it with the same name. And then I'm going to stop sharing for a moment. And I'm going to open what our form will look like, which is really important. So before you submit your form, you do want to go and make sure that we can actually still fill it out. And how you do that is you now reopen your saved form. And let me show you what it looks like. So when you go to reopen it, you'll see the boxes are still blue. Your information is there, but the boxes are still blue, which means we can also go in and fill out your form. Please let me know if you have any questions, but hopefully the step-by-step instructions in this video will help.